Hello and welcome to Excel, through which we strive to bring to you digital education in the spirit of Magus. My name is Shakti, and in today's module Let's Animate, we will be learning about the principles of animation and the crucial role that they play in making animations look both realistic and lifelike. These principles greatly mimic the laws of physics and are frequently used in almost every animated video or film that we see or have seen over the years. Learning about these principles will not only help you understand animations from a different perspective, but will also help you create seamless and visually appealing animations on your own. Now, before we get into the principles, let's learn a little history of how animations first came to life. The first instances of images being projected on a screen are that of shadow play, otherwise known as shadow puppetry, and that of magic lantern. Both of these techniques used slight manipulation by hand or mechanics to achieve movement. Then we come to hand-drawn animation, which consisted of animations painted on a celluloid sheet and played frame by frame. This came to be known as traditional animation. The principles of animation were introduced in 1981 by two Disney animators, Ollie Johnston and Frank Thomas, in their book The Illusion of Life, Disney Animation. These 12 principles are based on traditional animation but are extremely relevant even today. I think that's enough history for today. So without further ado, let's learn about the 12 principles of animation. The first principle of animation is squash and stretch. Considered the most important discovery among the principles of animation, squash and stretch allows inorganic objects to come to life in an exaggerated manner. The squashed position can show an object that is flattened out by great pressure or bunched up together. The stretched position always shows the same form but in an exaggerated manner. The movement from one frame to the next became an integral part of animation as it gives your character the illusion of gravity, weight, mass, and flexibility. The second principle of animation is anticipation. When it comes to animation, the audience has to be led through a known sequence of events and clearly know what is going to happen in the next scene. This is made possible by preceding each major action with a specific movement or motion that will allow the audience to anticipate what is going to happen next. The motion could be a small change in facial expression or an obvious physical movement. The third principle of animation, and one of the most general principles, is staging. Staging refers to the presentation of an idea or thought that is unmistakably clear. An action is staged so that it is understood, a personality so that it is recognized, an expression so that it can be seen, and a mood so that it can affect the audience. Each of these can clearly communicate with the audience when it is properly staged. The next principle of animation consists of two parts: straight ahead action and pose to pose. These are actually two approaches to creating animation. The first is straight ahead action, which means to draw from the first frame and continue drawing it frame by frame. In the pose-to-pose animation technique, the animator will draw the key poses and the main scenes and then fill out the scenes in between to polish the timing and feel. That was interesting, wasn't it? Well, with that, the first part of Let's Animate comes to a close. In the next episode, we will be learning about the next 4 principles of animation, so be sure to be here for that one. Thanks for tugging in. My name is Shakti and I'm out.